listening to my presentation remotely. It's something new for me, maybe for most of you. I would like to present today a cleaning technology and flushing technology of large oil system, which is key to reliable operation of this machinery. A few words about Ecol. Jo was telling something, my colleague Wojciech Majta in the presentation before as well. However, Ecol is a service-oriented company focusing on industrial cleaning, chemical service and cleaning, oil service and maintenance, plus diagnostics, specialized in oil system cleaning and high-velocity oil flushing. And we are proud to have 25 divisions working by the customer, where we take care and lubricate all the assets in the petrochemical sites, refineries, power plants, and also automotive. Company is almost 30 years servicing the industry. We have 340 employees, over 340 employees on board, and we are located in Poland. Ecol is an official partner of Fluitec and is growing over the years. We have subsidiaries in Czech Republic, Central Europe, and also a few years ago we opened subsidiary in US in Florida. We are meeting all the requirements that the market is demanding for quality, environment, as well as health and safety. Our lab is accredited. We are proud to be member of VGB, PowerTech, and ICML. My presentation is, of course, about lubrication and reliability, as well as the summit is composed, and the reliability of turbines, compressors, engines, other critical equipment, hydraulic systems is influenced by lubrication. Cleanliness of oil system is very, very important and usually neglected, which you will see from my photos. Maintenance of oil systems starts from new build and decommissioning, finishing to the decommissioning. I was preparing my presentation differently than usually, not talking about how the varnish creates, why the system is corroding. I rather focused on maintenance scenarios of a machinery from the new build up over the standard maintenance up to the modernization. Regarding the new equipment which is built, the oil system flushing is usually scheduled before commissioning. The OEM's flushing manuals do not consider to flush out severe dirt because we are talking about clean assembly. Some of the systems are flushed in the workshop. However, the interconnecting pipes usually are built on site. And you can meet such projects where the pipes are corroded, dirty from the welding, from the machining. In such cases, the pickling is usually demanded or other intensive cleaning. Clean assembly is assumed. However, how to achieve the clean assembly on site where all the construction is going on, cutting, machining, concrete building, and other isolation works, etc. Stainless steel is good to pay some money more to have non-corroded steel. However, the machining and assembly is still the issue. A lot of particles enter the pipes and the system, and you need to get rid of that. Flushing it with system pumps, where the flow is very limited and laminar, is of course not so good as flushing with external skid. And flushing with operational oil is possible if you take care of the system and you remove all deposited chemicals from the pickling or other anti-corrosive protection and so on. Or you can use the flushing fluid. However, then you need to pay attention for cross-contamination. We believe that well-managed and prepared oil flush is the key to smooth commissioning and operation reliability. Few pictures how the new machinery could be assembled: a large flushing skid, a lot of hoses on, for example, here left on the steel mill, or retrofitted turbine. And we pay attention on the process and recommend to the customer that they should specify and control the way of the flushing, not to let it just be written on the paper. Hydrodynamic cleaning and high velocity oil flushing is worth of your effort, leading to long-term reliability. Over the maintenance scenarios where we have the units and the machinery in operation, where the oil system is for several years running, oil condition monitoring is in different level, different effectivity. You also, as a operator, you decide differently according to the lab reports, and usually suffering or even living with different problems. What kind of problems usually during the operation occurs? Of course, some kind of corrosion in the pipes, or varnishing, or seized bearing, and other issues, usually looking for optimal fluid selection with no operation issues, so the best oil I would like to have, or employing different purification units, so different kind of filtration, etc. Maintenance approach is here mix of various issues and solutions. And the question is how to clean following problems: how to clean the dirt from the pipe, how to remove varnish, how to prepare the system for good operation, reliable operation. Up to the modernization, the maintenance scenario, of course, if you have old machine, would like to modernize, retrofit, putting a new equipment to the old equipment. Here is the mix, here's the maintenance approach, mix of all aspects. And comprehensive cleaning by means of hydroblasting or hydrojetting, sometimes called, is recommended procedure when units are modernized. So I go to the point of my presentation, how to clean the system. We can clean the system either by chemicals, some pickling. We can clean the system with purification units, which takes time and it has some limits. We can clean, of course, with some detergents or cleaning fluids, where we need to pay attention for the cross-contamination, and usually looking for another flushing with flushing fluid than putting the operation oil. Or there is a technology, hydroblasting of oil system, where high pressure water is penetrating the pipes, actually penetrating the deposits in the internal surfaces like pipeline, removing soft as well as hard deposits like corrosion that was mentioned, like residues from welding, as well as challenging deposits like varnish, which is very sticky and behaving like a lac. The process consists of 4 operations. You see on the pictures, the first operation is hydroblasting, where the high pressure water nozzles are penetrating the deposits, flowing out with the water, and using usually high pressure up to the 150 megapascal. And following that, we dry the pipes using high pressure filtered air, to remove the remain water droplets, and just after that spraying the internal surfaces with turbine oil or with the oil that is used for operation, for example, compressor oil or hydraulic if we are doing the cleaning on hydraulic system. So with the operation oil. At the end of that process, all the open points, flanges are covered with cups or with some specific foil against secondary contamination. So in that process, pipes one by one, all the branches, all the main lines are cleaned with high pressure water, and also the components. You can see that on some pictures I put here. So we take care, of course, of the waste visible on that. Components that are disassembled to letting us to enter the pipes with high pressure nozzle are cleaned in a special tank, and the components like oil coolers and some pipe segments are cleaned here as well. Hydroblasting looks almost the same on every of my picture. However, visible that we take care of the waste, and it needs some knowledge how to clean the pipe, where to start, where to finish, and how to do that. Small insight into the work culture of our employees, where the openings need to be secured, because if you clean it, you want to keep it clean during all your other works. Also, before the flushing, where the pipes are prepared for flushing, for installing the jumpers and bypasses, you need to take care to protect it, because this is ongoing with other works and other companies. The components are cleaned manually in specific open tanks. Of course, the coolers, cooler bundles in that way, or we have developed automatic cleaning method, which we do in our workshop. And what about the result? You see that after the cleaning, where the high pressure water penetrates all the deposits, the surfaces are totally clean. They are without varnish, without corrosion, without any welding residues or left machining particles, pure clean, and also very well possible to inspect with video endoscopy or just by yourself making the inspections. The cleaning is done according to hydroblasting plan. The cleaning criteria are set with the customer, and all the pipes are inspected before and after cleaning, which is of course documented for the customer. After the system is clean, there are certain flushing scenarios. Oil flushing is subject to machine repair, machine overhaul, of course modernization, as well as if the machine is newly assembled. All the time the flushing is the part of the maintenance process. You can do conventional, you can do better, you can do state of art as we used to do over the years. The standard flushing, standard means good, so good for those they have enough time to flush, or they do not suffer with any issue with oil. They do not open the system, doing any disassemble, doing any repairs. They are not exchanging the oil. Then standard flushing is okay, and you can reach the goal. If not, the flushing will take a lot of time, because the flow in pipes is laminar, and you will not reach any effective flushing of the pipes. So this is just like washing the glass with water or cleaning it properly and then having a good drink. The turbulent flushing is where we want to reach the turbulence in pipes that leads to short flush time and high effectivity using special flushing skid, and which is also allowing us to perform the flushing in advance of commissioning. Intensive filtration shall be employed. However, there are other features than flushing skid that should be in your focus. There are other features that you may focus on, and we would like to show you our technology and our approach. What it means, we use a special design control filters that allows us to control the cleanliness of the stream going to the critical equipment like bearing, like control valve, like that, allowing us to control the magnetic particles on a very strong magnet, and allowing us to clean the mesh, and also see what particles are on that, and control the process. All jumpers and bypasses are equipped with valves, which is allowing us taking care over the flushing process, increasing the flow in a specific lines according to the flushing program that is designed by Ecol engineering. And also we developed the technology how to increase the flow in the lines that are much higher. Usually the return lines, it's much higher diameter than the discharge to the component, to the lubricated component. So you need to flush also these returns with high velocities, which is allowing you, when you build such a line to that points, to do it. Additional feeding line was visible here, as well as here a lot of bypasses. The specific control filter I told you, this is the mesh where we control the particles, and multiple cleanliness control on that. High effectivity and short flushing time reached by such flushing program, extra long cleanliness effect, and high machine reliability. Here you see the plan for flushing prepared by the engineering. Usually the planning which is prepared is taking care of the quality measures of the oil handling, flow direction, flow rates. The flow rates are controlled, and there are specified control points where we take the samples, and this looks like that. Another small insight into the logistics center in Ecol, where we are storing all our equipment and preparing for each project, which is loaded later to the container and ship it to site. You see a lot of hoses, a lot of manifolds, filters, and equipment that is ready to be shipped on site. Another flushing examples from big utility turbine on the top, different kind of compressors, synthesis compressor, air compressors, hydraulic systems, turbines in operation where you see ongoing works on that, and on the right side a lot of hoses taking care for the suction of the high velocity oil pump. So if you want to flush with high velocity, you need to feed the pump with that. Another flushing connections done according to the flushing projects. So turbo generator in the chemical plant paper plants, and so on. During the process, we are taking the samples to control the cleanliness. We have installed the sensors on our equipment, and after completing the flushing criteria, last samples are taken and shipped to our lab for complex oil analysis. The lab looks like that, brand new, fully modernized, equipped, where we do the analysis for our own purposes, for our divisions, maintenance divisions, as well as for the customers from outside. My summary, short, very short. I would like to stress the standard flushing is not effective for removing severe contamination. As you see on the beginning, severely contaminated pipes, you will not flush even with external skid. Present the technology of combined cleaning and flushing is most effective comparing to other methods. Recommended for new build as well as overhauled and modernized system. Hydroblasting shortens the future flushing process, which is very short than if you cleaned it properly. Trouble-free operation and startup on time. With our cleaning technology, you can very well schedule your commissioning period. Purity of the oil system in a long term and outstanding quality from Ecol professionals. Over 700 cleaned machines over the 25, almost 30 years. And we are recognized and qualified supplier for a lot of OEMs of different machinery, starting from Siemens, GE, Doosan, Rolls-Royce, Solar, Voith, and others. Thank you very much for your attention, and I'm looking forward to your questions.